One of 3 Toronto police officers accused of sexually assaulting a woman took the stand today. And as is the case in all sex assault cases, his version of what happened varies dramatically from hers. He says she wanted it. And I have to warn you, this story is very graphic. Leslie Niznik had been on the job 6 years when he and 2 fellow officers, Samir Kara and Josh Cabarro, were accused of sexually assaulting the female parking enforcement officer in a hotel room after a night of partying. Today, Niznik gave his version of events. He said when they were at the brass rail, the complainant talked repeatedly about sex. Niznik: "I said girls don't usually come to girls' strip clubs. Why did you come?" She responded by saying she doesn't mind girls' strip clubs and can appreciate girls' bodies, and if I wanted to bring a girl back to the hotel, she would have no objections. Niznik testified she also told him, "Do you know that I love giving blowjobs? I'm the best." And that she looked at Niznik and Cabarro and said, "I want you to take me back to the hotel and spit roast me." I sat back in my chair and laughed. She was looking at both of us and grinning. Niznik said the complainant wasn't invited back to the hotel, but jumped in the cab without being asked, testifying she was the one who initiated having oral sex with him, while a drunken Kara was sleeping on the bed. And when Cabarro asked if he could join in, she said yes. And here is the crux of the case. Did she give consent, and was she even able to? Niznik's answer to both of those questions is yes. The officer testified she did not appear drunk or drugged, that she initiated giving him oral sex and was always asked permission when she was penetrated by the other 2 men. Niznik testified that as she was giving him his 4th blowjob, Kara was having sex with her. Niznik: "I hear Mr. Kara ask her twice while this is happening, 'Are you okay with this?' I just want to make sure." She replies, "Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?" Then Niznik was crossed by the Crown, who tried to poke holes in his testimony, pointing out the imbalance of power between police and parking enforcement officers, and telling him the complainant would have to be a contortionist to have sex simultaneously with 2 men the way he described it. Crown: "You saw she was drinking and was in no condition to have sex. You were desperate for sex." Niznik: "I wouldn't say that." And then later the Crown added, "I suggest to you that it's absurd. Someone you only knew to say hi to at work would out of the blue, just out of the blue, invite you to have group sex with you and 2 other colleagues is absurd." Niznik: "No, it's not." Niznik's testimony is now over. Kara will not be taking the stand, and Cabarro and his team have not yet decided if he will testify. We'll find that out on Monday. Final arguments are expected next week, and then the judge will take some time to make her ruling.